This gun's loaded.
You know what I think? I think you better hand over that little toy pistol of yours because I can handle it a lot better than you can.
One more step and I'll shoot.
Just one little itty-bitty step?
You heard what I said.
Oh, there. There you go. You got your back up against the wall. There's no place for you to hide now, Wiley. Now put up or shut up. Well, come on, sissy, shoot. You shot me.
Gunther.
Well, how about that, Mr. Whitney? Did I do a number on that kid, or did I?
Gunther, you were splendid. All right, now, come on. Let's get a move on here. You may have called the cops or an ambulance or something.
Yeah, good. You brought the police, huh? It worked like a charm, Mr. Whitney. The only thing is, I couldn't get him to shoot me from a distance, you know? I know you wanted at least 10 feet. But he wouldn't play the game, so I had to grab the gun and pull the trigger myself, the little sissy.
Oh, that's all right, Gunther. I'll just remove these blanks here and replace them with the real thing. Then I will drive you over to the house, put you in the attic, and I'll get you your money.
Cash, Mr. Whitney. Nothing but cash.
Oh, yes, Gunther, nothing but cash. And then I will tell Gavin that I have just saved his hide. And that I have taken your body and given you a private burial.
Oh, he's going to be so grateful to you, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, yes, he'll do anything I ask him now.
Yeah, he's going to be so scared. Oh, there's one thing, Mr. Whitney. I've never been up in the attic in your house there. Is there going to be enough room for me?
Oh, yes, Gunther. Plenty of room. You'll be very comfortable.
You know, I got to hand it to you, Mr. Whitney. You sort of blew it with that situation with Romeo Slade, but you sure did a good job this time.
Yes, Gunther, I really used my head. You see, now I've got Gavin Wiley under control. And you get to go to heaven.
That's right, Mr. Whitney. Oh, man, I'm going to find myself a tropical paradise.
Well, that's not exactly the kind of heaven I had in mind, Gunther.
Huh?
I'm sorry I neglected to tell you this part of the joke, Gunther. Somehow I didn't think that you would appreciate the punchline.
Gavin, he should be here by now.
Jody, take it easy.
Do you realize what could be going on in that studio this very second?
Look, personally, I doubt that those two ever even saw each other.
I'm sure Gunther went out the back way just as soon as you left.
No, he wasn't in any great rush to leave.
Look, Gunther isn't exactly college professor material, but he'd have to be an absolute idiot to wait around there.
That's true, Jody.
Yeah, well, I'll believe that when I see Gavin walk through that door in one piece.
Look, Gavin swore that he was not going to fight Gunther. Now, even if he did see him there, I'm sure that he kept his word.
I have a lot of faith in Gavin, but you both know how big Gunther is.
Well, so does Gavin. I'm sure he acted sensibly, Jody.
How you doing, honey?
She's still upset, I'm afraid.
Well, you got a phone call. Maybe that'll make you feel better.
Is it Gavin?
It sounded like him to me. Why don't you take it on that phone?
Now, see, there he is. He's going to tell you everything's all right.
Gavin, is that you?
Yeah.
Where are you, at the studio?
No, I'm in a phone booth outside the building.
But did you see Gunther?
Yeah.
Well, what happened?
Jody, just try to remain calm. There's a little trouble.
I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. What kind of trouble?
Look, I tried to play it cool. I told him I was going to go to the cops, and I wasn't going to let him get away with what he did to you.
Gavin, what happened?
Gunther threatened me. He said he's going to break my other leg.
Oh, my God. My God, did he hurt you?
Well, he was going to. I'll tell you, he would have, but I wouldn't let him get him near me. You should have seen the look in his eyes.
But how did you stop him?
I made it to the gun.
And you just scared him away, right?
Well, that's what I meant to do. I swear. But he rushed at me and he grabbed the gun and the gun went off.
Gavin, no.
Yeah, Gunther was shot. In the stomach. I think it was pretty serious, but I think he was still breathing. I would have called from the studio, but he ripped the phone out.
Okay, listen. Miles is here with me, and I'll ask him to take a look at Gunther.
Tell him to hurry up.
Okay, we'll meet you at the studio in a few minutes, all right?
No, I can't go back there. Can I meet you at your place?
Okay. Look, I'll see you in a little while. Gavin, I love you, and please try not to worry. Gunther was there. There was a fight and a shooting.
What?
Gavin has been keeping a gun at the studio lately for protection.
Oh, no.
There's no time to go into details. Gunther's been shot.
How badly is he hurt?
I don't know. Gavin says he needs medical attention. The studio's right up the block, Miles.
All right, I got my bag in the trunk of the car.
Miles, hurry, please,
Listen,
hurry.
You take her home, all right? I'll call you then.
Well, it's now 9:30, and it's just you and me. Doesn't that prove what I told you, that my husband does not keep normal business hours?
Now, Raven, if you and Skylar have arranged all this just to demonstrate how much I am needed, it was totally unnecessary.
No, it's true. I'm afraid that my husband will be running off to meetings at all hours of the day and night for the rest of my life. And that's why I'm glad I don't have to be alone anymore.
Well, perhaps things will be better. Not so bad after the dance company's open.
Well, he hasn't found a replacement for Jody yet, so that won't happen for a while. And if it wasn't the dance company, it would be something else. Now, listen, don't get the idea that the only reason we wanted you to move in here was to keep me company. I mean, you'll be a very good influence on me, a steadying influence.
My dear Raven, that sounds like an awesome responsibility.
Well, I don't mean it to sound like that. I just mean that, well, I just hoped you would be sort of a mother to us.
Well, now, I can't go about telling two adults how to run their lives, now can I? I mean, I can't picture myself urging you to eat your vegetables or announcing that you have seen quite enough TV for the night and it's time to go to bed.
Oh, don't worry. Skylar and I won't need any coaxing to go to bed.
Now, Raven, let's be realistic. When you and I lived together, I had absolutely no influence over you. And I can tell you this, that when Skylar was a young child, nobody had any influence over him.
I'm sure. He was a holy terror.
Well, he had a very strong will, I can tell you that. To put it bluntly, my dear, Skylar Whitney was a spoiled brat.
Well, that doesn't mean that he won't listen now. Because I assure you, Geraldine, Skylar is a totally different man now.
very ingenious, Gunther. Oh, yes, indeed. Time has run out for you, Gunther. You're not going to be needing this where you're going. Damn. He's still alive.
Take it easy, Gunther. I'll do the best I can for you.
Look. The world. The world.
Never mind that. Listen to me, Gunther. You're bleeding very heavily, but you may make it if I can get you to the hospital on time. My phone's out of order. I gotta go downstairs to call for an ambulance, all right? While I'm gone, I want you to lie very still.
The dishwasher, table's been cleared. About all you can do is sit down and relax, Derek.
And have some coffee.
You know, it's been a long time since I've seen this town so involved in a story that wasn't a murder or a disaster.
Well, people need a little change from all that sometimes, so why not a love story?
It's true. Everywhere I went today, everybody seemed to have the Monticello News open to Nancy's article.
The public certainly has taken Valerie's story to heart.
How do you know?
Because the switchboard at headquarters has been lighting up all day long with people who swear they know who this Diedrichson is.
Oh?
Same thing happened at the newspaper, but none of the calls seem to be valid. Well, how about yours?
No, we checked out 1 or 2 leads, but got nothing.
I'm really surprised at the reaction. I just hope all this publicity isn't going to cause a problem for Valerie.
Why, has her phone been ringing off the hook, too?
Fortunately, she has an unlisted number.
But they might be trying to reach her at the photo studio. I did mention in the article where she works.
I don't think we have to be concerned. It'll probably be old news by tomorrow.
Yeah, isn't that usually the case?
She certainly is concerned about finding this lost love, isn't she?
We had hoped for more than just a romantic reunion, Derek.
Why? What do you mean?
Valerie is curious about this young man, but the reason we're trying to locate Lieutenant Diedrichson is the possibility of gaining more information about Bryson's activities at that clinic in Lucerne.
You think he might have seen or heard something that would help?
Well, so far, Draper Scott hasn't located any of the patients who were treated in Lucerne, legitimate or otherwise.
Obviously, even the legitimate patients don't like the idea of coming forward and talking about their plastic surgery.
Yeah. So even though there was a big response to the article, we still haven't heard a peep out of Lieutenant Jim Diedrichson, so maybe, I don't know, did that mean he's not in Monticello after all?
How about a game of poker?
Now tell me, is your desire for fun and games designed to keep me occupied or you?
Well, both of us, I guess.
Well, I'm sorry, my dear, but I give up.
Oh, are you feeling all right?
No, I'm fine. I'm just tired.
I'm sorry. I've kept you up late.
No, that's nonsense. I wanted to be with you. I'm just getting tired, that's all.
No, I should have insisted a long time ago that you go to bed.
I know my limitations. All I need is a good night's rest.
All right, then. Go to bed.
Since you put it that way.
you're home.
I'm sorry I had to be gone so long, darling. Geraldine?
Skylar, I'm very glad you arrived when you did. Now I can go to bed with clear conscience.
Oh, I trust you enjoyed the evening?
Oh, Geraldine is the best company.
Now, Raven, be truthful. The very best company you could have has just arrived home.
All right. So you're a close second.
I'll settle for that. In the meantime, I'm going to bed. So to all, a good night.
All right, if there's anything you need, you just tell me.
Good night, Geraldine. And I want to tell you that I'm very, very pleased that you've decided to stay with us.
Thank you, Skylar. Well, good night.
Good night.
Hey.
Alone at last.
I'm sorry that I was gone so long, but it was unavoidable.
Well, you look as if you had a very successful business meeting.
Well, why do you say that?
Why, you look triumphant.
Well, as a matter of fact, things turned out pretty well. As a matter of fact, I resolved more than just one problem tonight.
Working with Tyler.
Can't stop shaking. Here, honey, drink this. It'll make you feel better.
I don't want anything. I can't believe that this is all happening. I mean, it just seems so unreal, like I'm in the middle of a dream. Nicole, I'm scared. What if Gunther dies?
Honey, don't even think that. Now, Miles went there just minutes after he was hurt.
You mean after Gavin shot him?
Miles is going to do everything possible to help Gunther. Now, you can be sure of that.
Nicole, I don't want Gunther to die. I mean, that's the worst thing that could happen.
If he can be saved, Miles will do it.
None of this would have happened if Gavin didn't insist on getting that stupid gun.
Jody, there is little point in talking about if now. That's not going to change anything.
I know, you're right.
But if the police do get involved in this, you are going to have to prefer charges against Gunther this time.
I will, if he lives. Nicole, I don't care what becomes of Gunther right now. I'm worried about Gavin. He's the one that pulled the trigger. He's the one that could wind up in jail.
Honey, that is not going to happen.
How can you be so sure?
Because from what Gavin told you, it was a clear-cut case of self-defense.
Well, what if the police don't believe that? I mean, what if they find out that Gunther broke Gavin's leg?
Now, what does that have to do with anything?
There is a long history of bad blood between Gavin and Gunther. What if all of that comes out?
Look, Gunther threatened Gavin. Gavin saw that his life was in danger and he defended himself. Now, those are the clear facts, right?
Well, what if they come up with a different theory?
What kind of theory?
I don't know, that shooting Gunther was an act of pure revenge. That must be Gavin. Oh, Gavin. Oh, my God. Are you all right? Let me see. Let me look at you. You really weren't hurt. Oh, thank God.
Has there been any word about Gunther?
No. We haven't heard anything.
You're working hard.
Just come in and sit down, okay?
Jody, I had no intention of breaking the promise. I went into that studio and I told Gunther that I was going to call the cops. But then he threatened me. I went for the gun just to make sure that he would stay away. Well, then what was I going to do?
All right. Go on.
So he grabbed me, and while I was struggling for the gun, I heard it go off. And for a minute, I didn't know whether it was me or him. So my first thought after that was, let's call an ambulance, and I tried to use the phone in the studio, but he pulled that out of the wall. So I went outside into the street to the phone booth out there, and when I was putting the dime in the slot, all I could think about was calling you and telling you what happened.
Okay, all right, baby, it's gonna be all right.
Oh, Gavin, you did the right thing in calling Jody at 6 because Miles was right there.
That might be Miles right now.
Hello?
Nicole,
Nicole. It's Miles.
Oh, Miles, what's happening?
I'm calling from a phone booth outside the dance studio. Gavin's phone was ripped out.
Oh, yes, I know about that.
Police just arrived, and I've also called for an ambulance.
Well, how's Gunther? Will he be all right?
Gunther's dead, Nicole.